sit down.
What is up, everybody? Good morning. It is Tuesday. I am rested up. Let me tell you, yesterday at this time, I was just getting out of bed. This guy was tired. Sure, it was only a 2-day show, and it was only in Savannah, which is about a 4-hour drive from me. But I tell you what, I was beat tired. So I slept in a little bit yesterday. I kind of chilled out around the house some. I came up here for a little bit, but didn't do much else. AJ Tom, good morning to you. Yes, First Maniacs, what is up, Hyper Kaiju? North Free says, morning, Andy in chat. Hello. Past Master Dan, did you know that one iteration of Superman had him bald with a bad attitude? He should be. What's up, pop culture? Why do you sound like you're behind a door? Do I? Is there something messing up with the audio that I don't know about? Hold on, there's only one way to find out. You guys are going to have to hear this. I got to turn up my... Nope, I sound good. I just listened to it on my YouTube in front of me. So... not quite sure. Anyhow, Savannah. It was a nice little con. Dennis and I, my buddy, if you don't know Dennis, who I do the Dennis and Andy show with, drove down to Savannah Friday afternoon. Pretty uneventful drive. We got in around, I don't know, I think 5:30. Went to the convention center, set some of my junk up, put the banners up and stuff. That was about it. Kicked it back to the hotel, checked in at the Glorious. The Glorious. This is how superstars like me roll. We checked in at the Glorious Motel 6. Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. And they did leave the light on for us at the Motel 6. We were on the first floor, so we got to hear people outside all night partying it up in Georgia. Pop Culture says, you set your junk up? Yes, my junk was on display over the weekend. So I wasn't staying exactly. Andro Taz is in the chat. Well, hello. Oh, Hyper Kaiju says he was antisocial and did all his weekend comic shopping online. Nothing wrong with that. So the actual, refreshed and still out of sync. I don't know what to tell you. So the actual con itself, or the con was in Savannah at a convention center, which was really nice. The hotel was in Pooler, Georgia. It was in Pooler, Pooler, Georgia. So I was staying in Pooler, Georgia, and all I could think about whenever I heard or read the name Pooler was the Ferris Bueller. So I just kept driving around with Dennis going, Pooler. It was in Pooler, Georgia. But it was nice, you know, it was fine. So I got to meet, well, one thing, show you who Dennis and I met at the show. We got to meet Sam Jones. That's right. The original, the one, the only Flash Gordon. Flash! Flash! JP says, I feel misrepresented by that accent. I'm sorry. Pooler. Bless their hearts down in Pooler, Georgia. It was a nice little town. I got to say, if you hear banjo music while in the woods in Georgia run like hell, I am not hanging out in the woods in Georgia. So, yes, we got to meet Sam Jones. He was looking at stuff on my table, and he says, how dare you cover up that beautiful bald head with a hat? You know, it was a little chilly in that convention center. Andy looks like Adam Savage from Mythbusters. I'm Savage, all right. He aged better than Canseco. You know, dude's like 71, I think, and he is in like great shape. You know, and as a man secure in my sexuality, I can say that about another man. He was looking at my stuff on my table and very complimentary of my work. So that was cool. And he was like, I had this little art book, The Art of Andy Smith. It's little, you know, I'm not sure the exact size of it, but it's smaller dimensions than a comic book. Anyhow, I put it out in 2012. I still have copies left. So anyhow, he was flipping through it and he was like, this is some really nice stuff, whatever. And he's like, man, if you want to come over to my booth, I'll trade you something for it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I went over to his booth and he hooked me up with a 40th anniversary reunion world tour Flash Gordon print, nice heavy stock paper, signed it to me. So that was cool. Nice art by Alex Ross. So now I have this in my collection. JP says he was looking at my junk. You damn right. When I sit behind a table, though, it's kind of weird. I forgot Dalton was in that. Yes, he was. I haven't seen this movie in decades, so I need to see if it's streaming anywhere for free and check it out. So, you know, I like to share with you guys the other stuff I got. I picked up the old Pitt 1/2 issue, which I believe reprints the story that was in the back of Youngblood #4. So this is cool. Wasn't expensive, so I'm like, I'll get this. There's a backup story in it as well that Dale wrote. He did not draw it, but that's okay. So I've got this. So that was cool. Picked that up. Slap it to the side. Picked up a little, you know me, I'm a big fan of the Kuberts. So I picked up this bad boy by Andy and Joe Kubert, still in the poly bag with the poster. This thing, for some reason, is shooting up in value. So not quite sure why. I used to have it unpoly bagged on my comic rack. I don't know what happened to it. So now I have it again. So there, I got that. Love Joe Kubert's inks over Andy. Love Andy's work. It's just great stuff. So I picked that up again. You can hear him as I slap him down to the ground. Andy asked, aren't you that guy from that movie with the talking teddy bear? I did not. But he did have posters of that on his table as well. So I could have got one of those. Youngblood #4 predate Pitt #1. Yeah, it was Pitt's first appearance, if I remember correctly. I'll have to go back and look, but I was listening to Rob's podcast, and Rob said that he got Dale to draw a backup story to introduce Pitt in Youngblood, and I'm pretty sure it's #4. So now I got to go back and look. Man, you're making me doubt myself. Why do you make me doubt myself? I do that very well by myself. Silver Surfer 128 to fill my Ron Garney run. I don't have the whole run of Silver Surfer, but I do have this run by Ron Garney because Ron's art on the book was awesome. And this was the last one I needed. And of course, out of Ron's whole run, this one was the most expensive, maybe because of Daredevil and Spider-Man in it. I don't know why, but now I got it to complete the collection. Picked up this bad boy, last issue of Superman before John Byrne took over with Man of Steel. Beautiful Kurt Swan, Murphy Anderson cover. Interiors by Kurt Swan and George Perez. That's a team you don't see much, so I do love that as well. Justice League 111, main story by Len Wein, Dick Dillon, inked by Dick Giordano. Great work. Reprints in the rest of the book because it is a 100-page giant after all. Costs no more than 60 cents, but well worth it. One of my fellow professionals, I want to say it was Graham, said this is one of the first comics he ever bought, so that's pretty cool. And last but not least, without the title, Thor 151. Great stuff here. Great inks. I liked Vinnie Coletta's inks on Jack Kirby. I know Vinnie gets a lot of crap. I thought his inks on Thor were perfect because it was nice and organic, which Thor needed. Whereas on Fantastic Four, the inks over Kirby by Joe Sinnott really slicking it up with the tech and stuff that Kirby was doing. So each one I thought each inker served their purpose so well over Kirby. And this also introduced, I think this book was like $5 because once again, no title. But I mean, you know, come on. Classic Kirby goodness right there. Gotta love that. And this has the origins of some of the Inhumans in the back. You gotta love this splash page by Kirby and Joe Sinnott. Love that. That's just awesome. So stuff like that makes me want to draw comics even more, which I got to do some scribbling later today. So there's that as well. So that's the stuff I got. Now, let's see what else I can show. What are we talking about here in the chat? Oh, yeah, Ghost Rider with Nick Cage. I enjoyed that, actually. I thought that was pretty good. Doesn't get enough love. Of course, I need to do my shilling. First Man, Volume 2, Learning Curve is gaining in momentum. It's climbing. I'm very happy about that. Guys, spread the word. We got to get it out there. I popped in the new trailer edit that's half as long and has my wonderful wrestling announcer voiceover. Let's hear that. Oops. Got to turn the volume up. Here we go.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help with Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. Look at these four people. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2. Learning.
Oh, boom. Look at that. Shaboom, boom. In the room, Hyper Kaiju says, I think the new trailer is a better fit. Thank you very much. It's cool. These trailers are not easy to do. For something so short, you really got to think about content and to get your point across. So thank you very much. If you haven't backed it, back it now so we can do some more stretch goals. And yes, don't forget to give me a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button because I appreciate it as always. So yeah, if you haven't backed it already, back it now. Let's keep this baby growing. The more it grows, the more stretch goals I can give to everybody. So there is that. Now, let's do my solo layout. I'm going to find out about that Youngblood and Pitt, because now you got me doubting myself, and I don't like doubting myself. Why would you have me doubt myself? So let me do a Google search here and see if I'm correct, because that's what I do for you guys. I care so much about you fans that I want to make sure, and I'm going to, if I find it, I will share my screen again. So I said number 4. Let me hit number 4 here and see if I am correct. Of course, I'm hoping this book has all this. Man, I got to admit, guys, I really like this early Youngblood stuff. Yes, I'm correct. Issue 4 of Youngblood. Here we go, sharing the screen. Here we go. This is issue 4 of Youngblood. As you can see, it ends on the double page spread. Then we have the story, which is reprinted in Pitt 1/2. So this is the introduction of Pitt. So if Pitt blows up the charts again, hopefully this book will just go up in value because of first intro of Pitt. So there you go. Pitt in Youngblood, number 4. I dig this stuff so much. To me, this is fun comics. How's the art going for First Man 2? It's going good. I got something on my table right now that I got to work on when I'm done. So, but I'm in promo mode, so that's what I'm doing right now as well. But yeah, so I really enjoy this stuff. To me, it's just fun comics. Another 2-page spread slamming down there. Look at that. Good, fun stuff. So there we have that. I can exit that. Go back to this. Hello, everybody. So back to Savannah. So Friday night, Dennis and I went out to eat at this fantastic restaurant in Pooler, Georgia. Of course, my memory blows, and I don't remember the name of it. I want to say it was Snappers. I don't remember the name of it. Snappies, Snappers, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. I don't know. It's not a chain restaurant. It's a good restaurant. It was kind of like, we thought at first it was a barbecue joint we were going into, and then we soon came to realize it was it had barbecue, but it also had pizza. And we're like, well, we're in a mood for pizza, so let's eat some pizza here. And oh my God, best pizza I've had in so long. So we did that. Then we went back to the room and started to watch He-Man Revelations. And because, no, it was not the Red Snapper, but thank you. I kind of expected Andy to say he went to a gentleman's club with Bud Root. I did not. Bud didn't go to the show. No, Bud didn't go to the show. God, I got junk in my eyes. Ugh. No, Bud did not go to this show with me. There were a couple gentlemen's clubs we drove by, but no, we did not stop in. So, oh, look at this. Oh, well, isn't this nice? Hold on. I'll show you guys in a second. So, yeah, watched He-Man's Revelations, and, you know, obviously I'm not blind to the stuff that people were saying about it beforehand, but I like to watch stuff myself. I'm not just going to throw out an opinion without watching it or reading something. So we watched it. I think we watched 2 episodes on Friday night, and that's all we could stomach. God damn. It's the freaking Tila show. It really was the Tila show. And I get it that the name of the show is Masters of the Universe Revelation. It's not He-Man and Masters of the Universe. So it's not, I don't look at it as much as as being fed a lie, because it was never said it was the He-Man show, even from the trailer. Now, I guess Kevin Smith was saying, oh, He-Man's in it, stop your worrying and stuff, whatever. But what do we got here? AJ Tom dropping it on Graham, the Manliest Man Comics, and Billy Tucci smoking cigars and having drinks with fans next weekend. And Andy and Dennis watched He-Man. Hey, dude, we're not going to be at Terrific Con. Terrific, you know, the Savannah show wasn't nearly as big as Terrific Con, but I get what you're saying. So how much of comic shopping is comic speculation? How much of my comic shopping is comic speculation? Not much. I buy comics for stuff I like. I don't really buy comics on a speculation route. I just buy stuff for what I like, and art and stuff. But anyhow, so we watched it. I mean, He-Man's in the first episode. Tila gets her panties in a bunch because she's like, oh my God, you hurt my feelings. How could you? How could you not tell me, Prince Adam, that you're He-Man all these years? Oh, I thought you trusted me. And I'm just like, seriously, bitch? That's what you're getting worked up over? You're Teela. You're supposed to be this tough warrior, and your feelings are bent out of shape because you weren't trusted with that secret. Give me a damn break. And then his dad didn't even know. His mom knew. And I get it, mama's boy. I mean, there is a thing behind daddy's little princess, daddy's girl, and mama's boy. So maybe they decide to take that mama's boy to the next level with, well, I can trust mom with the secret, but I can't trust my dad with the secret that I'm actually He-Man. Whatever. And then Teela becomes a man-at-arms, which is like, okay, whatever. She's graduated up. The coolest part with Teela was she took her headdress off, and she had nice long hair. And then she gets all bent out of shape and decides to go butch and shave the side of her head. And, you know, honestly, she was just drawn to butch in the first place. I liked the animation throughout the show. I thought the animation was really well done. I thought the characters looked good, except for Teela. And even, what's-her-face, the sorceress there, all the women were just drawn kind of butch. I mean, you can give her long hair, but she still looks butch. And it comes down to the amount of the angles they did in her arms and the muscularity they gave her. It's like, what the hell? She just looked, it was just bad. And it was the freaking Teela show, for God's sakes. She was in every episode trying to get Eternia back to what it was with the magic and all that. And He-Man finally shows up again, you know, in the last episode, just to get skewered by Skeletor to lead into what I assume they're thinking is season 2. Oh, it says I'm really pixelated. Oh, it's this stupid Wi-Fi thing. Hold on. Let me try something here. This is really pissing me off. My Wi-Fi is not turned on. I don't know why it's pixelated like that. I'm literally plugged right into the router. So this makes no sense why I'm pixelated right now. Hopefully that fixed it. It's so weird. I don't get it. I'm plugged straight into my router. Thank you for pointing that out. It looks like I'm not as pixelated anymore. Kevin Smith is one of the most soy people on the planet, always crying. I heard that too. I heard that, like, after like certain things he watched, he's like, oh my God, that just made me tear up and cry so much. And it's like, what are you talking about, man? Don't get me wrong. I've teared up at movies before, but there were really heartfelt, sad movies that I teared up over, not like some of the garbage he's talking about crying over. Good Lord. So yeah, He-Man, I take it back to, once again, if you go up to people and you poll them and you go, oh, Pop says maybe my junk is messing with the connection. It's not. And I'm looking now. I'm clearer again. I don't know what it was. Victor, hello, welcome. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Old Yeller or Rudy, maybe. Exactly. Picture much better now. Thank you. I clicked on something. I don't get it. Like I said, there is no Wi-Fi for this computer. It is literally directly plugged in with the Ethernet cable. So I have no idea. Anyhow, if you poll people and say, what do you think of when you hear Masters of the Universe? It's He-Man. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be He-Man in the title. Don't give me that garbage that it never said He-Man in the title. It said Masters of the Universe. So it doesn't have to be He-Man. That's what I think of. I got excited when I heard about this show a couple years ago. I love He-Man. As you guys saw, I bought the new He-Man toy, and that was the only one because I collect the He-Man stuff. I expect He-Man. So I think it is a bunch of bullshit that it was Teela-centric with her friend there gallivanting around trying to save everybody and make things right. I didn't like it. I'm usually not this harsh on stuff, but it was hot garbage. I would say watch it and form your own opinion, but honestly, don't waste your time. If you're a classic Masters of the Universe fan from the show in the 80s with He-Man, don't waste your time. Just don't waste your time. I hope the ratings are so bad it does not get a season 2. Rotten Tomatoes cracks me up because the Rotten Tomato critic score is like 90 something percent. And I'm thinking these are the same guys that probably nominate the shitty movies for best movies in the Oscars. When it's like best movies, to me, best movies go by what the people want, and the people do it with their money and box office receipts. So, Masters of the Universe Revelation, hot garbage. Don't watch it. The critics rating was 92%. The audience started at 41 and is down to about 32 now. And that's the one that I think most people should look at. The audience knows it was garbage. Saturday night, we went and saw Old, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. Let me tell you, it was great. Not all of M. Night Shyamalan movies. Am I saying his name right, by the way? M. Night Shyamalan? Shyamalama Ding Dong? M. Night. I'll just call him M. Night. M. Night sounds like a rapper. Not all his movies are winners, but I thought Old was really good. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Pop Culture says Andy's the new comic series based on the show. The new comic series, Masters of the Universe Revelation, is a prequel, I believe. I did buy number 1. I did read it. I was not impressed. I will not be buying any more of them. I don't think the artwork fit. I don't think the artwork fit. I don't think the artwork in Pooler. I don't think the artwork fit. She-Male and Masters of the Universe is crap. It is. I think they missed the ball. I bought the cover. I did not get the Mike Mignola cover because I like Mike's work, but that was just so stylized a version of He-Man that it was just unrecognizable. I get it. Mike's a very stylized artist, but once again, not every artist is fit for everything genre-wise. And I'm sorry, Mike wasn't a good fit for that cover. I don't know if it pushed the sales on the book, having Mike draw that cover, but I didn't buy it. I bought the Stefan, I'm going to mess up his name. It's the painted cover by, let's see if I can pronounce his name right. I'm looking at another book here that he did art in. Stefan Sejic did a painted cover. I like his work. I thought that cover was great. So at least I got a nice cover out of it. The interior art of it, I was not impressed with. It was drawn in a cartoony style. I guess they were going for that because it's based on a cartoon, but I think it should have been drawn in a more realistic, hard ed style to really get it across. In fact, have I guys ever showed you the He-Man drawing I did that was Have I Watched by the Power of Grayskull, documentary on Amazon Prime? I have not. What's that about? AJ, tell me what it's about. And while you're doing that, I'll show you guys a He-Man drawing I did that was a variant cover back in the day for a He-Man book. Came out about 15 years ago. I really thought it came out cool because I love He-Man. I didn't get to draw classic He-Man for this cover, but I'm not complaining because I got to draw He-Man. So here it is. Let me open this up. Oh, I've drawn a couple. Look at that. I totally forgot about these things. So here. Not full screen, just add it to the stream. There you go. There's a He-Man that I did. Let's see. The birth of He-Man and how it all came to be. Oh, that's cool. The history of He-Man. It's excellent. Oh, dude, I'll have to watch it. Put that on my watch list. So this is a He-Man I did back in 2002. Holy crap, 19 years ago, I drew this. See, you can do a strong looking woman, here, and still kind of pretty. So it is possible to do. I'll blow up on this a little bit. Oh, it's a nice high res scan. See that? Strong woman, pretty, strong. Why did I never do a He-Man comic? I was never asked to do a He-Man comic. I did this cover and that was it. Sell it on the CG auction. Sell this? I'd have to find the original to it, but I probably wouldn't sell it because it's one of the few drawings of He-Man that I have that I did. So probably would not sell it. It was inked by the fantastic Jay Liston. He works for Marvel. So great ink job. It was colored. It says Bam Bam, but that is Jason Keith on colors. There's multiple guys who claim to have created He-Man, like most toys. That Toys That Made Us series on Netflix was cool. Oh, that's cool. Well, look at that. Women can look strong without looking like Andre the Giant, of course. Love the inks on that. Yeah, Jay did a great job. It's so badass. Thank you very much. Here's another piece I did with classic He-Man. I have the power! And She-Ra is in this one. This was a commission. So I can't sell the original of this because I don't own it anymore. But this was a commission I did for someone back in 2012. So 10 years after that other one, I did this one. So there you go with, and this was colored by Val Staples, who is a big He-Man fan. So there you go with Teela back there. Wait, is that Teela? That's Teela. I can't remember. So bad. But here he is. I have the power. I've got the inks to it as well. I think this is the high res. Yep. So here are the inks to this bad boy as well. I get, whoop, too big, too big. There we go. This was a very fun piece to do. Like I said, this was a commission I did for somebody. So, well, aloha, going to work out. I already did that this morning. That is one He-Man and She-Ra. That's right. She-Ra. That's right. I thought it was She-Ra. Cool. Your style is certainly suited to He-Man. Thank you very much. I love He-Man. Be fun to do, but never got the chance. Could you imagine if the He-Man Masters of the Universe, Revelation, whatever comic looked like this? Not throwing tons of shade down on the girl that did it, because that drew the book that came out through Dark Horse. It's just not a style I would have thought of for the book. The other one was He-Man and Teela. Yes, it was. So anyhow, oh, Ronald Shaw's in the house. I missed that. Hello. So there's that. I think I did another one. This is the raw inks, I believe. Yes, it is. So this is the raw inks to it that I did. So you can see that before I adjusted it and everything. Oh, look, pencils. Well, I got scans of everything in here, don't I? Look at that, just going back and forth. Oh, here's a Hercules. You guys remember this Hercules from that old cartoon? Oh, Joe Bernardo dropping it. I don't know if I can show that comment. Joe, you're dropping an F-bomb. Don't show Kevin Smith He-Man looking badass. He might cry. He might. So this is Hercules back from that Hercules show, cartoon back in the 60s. This was fun to do. This is from 16 years ago. Kind of weird seeing a nice little cartoony face all jacked out. But that's fun to do. Hercules, hero of singing story. Another Hercules. This is from a Heroes Con from way back. I did. Lots of different stuff in my folders here, but we could reminisce all day. Back to the solo layout. So there you go, guys. Just thought I'd show some of that stuff, reminisce. I'm trying to think if I have any other He-Man type stuff, but I don't. I did a drawing for a friend of mine. Oh, here you go. Let's see if you guys know who this is. Trivia time. Trivia time. Who recognizes this character? This was a sketch I did last year. This is a character that I've always enjoyed. He made maybe one appearance in something. I can't tell you what he made an appearance in because that would give away the character. But who knows who this character is? Ronald Shaw says, Masters of the Universe Revelation made me sad. Yeah, like Kevin Smith, I cried as well over that because it was so bad. The old Hercules animated series was great, except for that annoying centaur. Yeah, and let me tell you, they actually printed a comic book based on that cartoon, and I own it, and that comic ain't cheap. As Ethan says when he gets a nice super chat, that ain't cheap. I bought the comic because it's cool. It's drawn in that cartoon style, but it ain't cheap. But anyhow, this is, nobody knows who this is. This is Hotspot. You're like, who the hell's Hotspot? Hotspot is a character from one of the Hostess ads in Marvel Comics that Spider-Man fought. I don't think he was ever actually in a comic book story, but I just love the simplicity of this costume design and figure, you know what? I got to draw this cat. So I did my own little drawing of Hotspot for fun. Jay Lee says, the story of Master Universe is taken from 4 other old stories. I finally got to see the 5 issues, and I know where they got the story, and is going to be mass serve at the end. Wait, what? I finally got to see the 5 issues? What are you talking about? I'm confused. That's Eric July's That Ain't Cheap line, EVS stole. Yes. Oh, I know. Ethan said that's where he got it. Wi-Fi. Don't know what you're saying there. Let's go back. Is my solo layout looking pixelated again? I'll have to see. It's okay. It's clear enough. I don't know what the deal is with my stupid internet connection. It's kind of weird. But I did want to show this. I just saw. So I heard about this. I remember doing the questionnaire. So Indie Showcase, Nightstar's first man and a heel turn. I have not seen this, so let's take a look through it. Teenage Time Travelers, Nightstars. That's pretty cool looking artwork. That's cool. So I was interviewed about First Man. Oh, this is nice looking stuff. That's cool. I like good cartoony stuff. Bonus Yeti story. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Oh, this is cool. Let's see. Jay Lee says, I assume Kevin Smith did bad writing, but the story is there. I know exactly where he got his story from. Just bad writing and bad characters make it bad. Okay. Oh, and I got something else I want to show you guys. So this is cool looking. Oh, look, there it is. First Man graphic novel, volume 2 by me. So this is cool. He welcomed me back. There's my video. This is the longer one. Let's see. Save the world from Monarch. Defeated. With a little help from Penumbra. Oh, she is vivacious, baby. Yes! Still like that one. I might pop that one back up on the homepage just for the heck of it. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at all the little videos that show right there. That's nice. By the way, I put up a video yesterday of my Batman sketchbook. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. It's 2 minutes long. DC put out a blank Batman comic, and I drew a different Batman on every page. So check that out. Here we go. Of course, we've all seen this glorious art from First Man. So it's just a nice little interview. I'm going to have to share this around. There, of course, is Bart's cover that kicks all sorts of yes and S, trademark grooving. And then heel turn as well. So, like, this is cool. A little indie stuff. So I got to thank this guy very much for that. That's awesome. Love that page. The power couple. Oh, here we go. Jay Lee says, go look at Dragon Slayer, replace the characters and put Adam, Teela, and Skeletor in. Bingo. Also look at the 79 Flash Gordon cartoon, replace Aurora with Teela, and watch. It's there. Oh, okay. Check your air quality today if you're asthmatic or have bad allergies. All right. The Hostess character was based off Sunfire. Was he? I don't know why they didn't just use Sunfire. Also, 50s Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers use the same story. Oh, look at that. Dropping it like it's hot with the knowledge there. Thank you very much. Guys, I want to step up. I want to show you guys something real quick that I got in the mail as well. I'd like to give a shout out to my very special fan, AJ Tom, for sending me this. I got the original last week. I got it Friday before I left to go to Savannah. AJ, thank you very much for sending me the original. You did not have to do that. I expected nothing. I appreciate fan art like this, so thank you so much. This is really cool. I love the concept of him on a skateboard. That's just great. So AJ, you are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look at that. Look at the difference with the look. I look tanner. Look at that. Light bouncing off. Oh, 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 oh. Was it over here? Hold on. Nope, nope. I'm trying to see. I'm blocking some light coming in. Look at me. Whoa! Blinding. Put your glasses on. I'm blinding people. So thank you very much for that. That is awesome, AJ. Guys, I have got to run. I got to go wake my kid up. Love the skateboard. Let's give him some shout outs. Nice work. Thank you again. Great job. That looks awesome. It really does. You guys are great. Once again, thank God Andy's wearing pants. Also, great picture, AJ Tom. Always think of skateboard now. Yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll draw Luke Henry on a skateboard in the book. You just don't know. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow. The sun will come out tomorrow. And of course, always remember that I'm the guy that's bringing back.
Get your sexy on. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. I'm bringing sexy back.